What are some tips for people who took their drinking way too far during COVID and realize it and want to cut back?
When we struggle with alcohol, we do four things. We drink, we think about drinking, we think about not drinking, and we recover from drinking. And that takes up energy, and alcohol should not rent that much space in our heads. I would also say that people tend to grossly underestimate how much they are drinking and the impact that it has on their body and health. So what I would start with is to pay attention to how much you're drinking and start a drink diary. Just be honest and note down how much you're drinking. And it's important, measurements are important, because we'll say, well, it was only 2 glasses of wine, but the glasses are like this big and it's actually, half a bottle in there. So just be really honest about how much you're drinking, and also note when you're drinking. Is it after a stressful day? Is it to help you sleep better? Because those are the wrong reasons. We were speaking before about, drinking a nice wine with your meal. That's an appropriate use of alcohol. But if you're drinking it to manage how you feel or to sleep, it's for the wrong reason. So you want to pay attention to that, so you can then begin to make shifts and better choices, and also cut out the days that you drink, and use different, use exercise and meditation and mindfulness to deal with the stress and sleep better, rather than going to the bottle.
Excellent points. You also say it's important to keep a ritual. Explain, please.
Yes. So the thing about alcohol, there's very much a ritual around it. The nice glass and the nice bottle, and things are chilled. And it does, if we're not doing that, there's sometimes it feels like we're missing out. So what's wonderful, in the last 3 or 4 years, we have an explosion in the alcohol-free market. Alcohol-free wines, there's alcohol-free tequila. One of my favorite drinks is to have a virgin mojito. It's a nice drink. There's a smell, there's a taste. I like the mint, and I feel like I'm treating myself. It's not something I drink every day, but it feels like a treat. It feels like something nice. So I think having that ritual is really, really important. It just helps us kind of break the association and that unhealthy relationship with needing an alcohol fix.
I like it. And next, you suggest joining a group.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest mistakes I see is people trying to do this on their own. I really suggest joining a group. There's tons of stuff online. I run some online groups for people in person. Now, it doesn't have to be going to AA. There's lots of other choices in terms of support groups to help people stop drinking. But there's also, if you look, there's sober book clubs, sober running clubs. There's all kinds of things like that if you really search for them in your community, because nothing fills us up better than connecting with friends.